Hey there YouTube, it's me, Tidal Waves. Welcome to my channel. And welcome to an official Transformers review. Yeah, I don't usually do official Transformers review. The main reason why is because whenever I do an official Transformers review, I get very poor viewing figures on it because I'm throwing my hat in the ring of everybody else who's doing the review of the official figures. You know, like better, more popular, more funny, more articulate reviewers who do a much better job and have a much better following than me, and they always get the views, and I get absolutely sweet bugger all. So I'm expecting this video to bomb and get absolutely piss all viewing figures, apart from the party faithful, like the usual people who watch me on a regular basis. Yes, so I said back in the last month I got Legacy United Titan class Tidal Wave, and I suggested should I do it for my 10th anniversary live stream. A couple of people said I should do it as a live a live review, and I wasn't prepared to do that, but I did promise that I would do a review shortly afterwards, and here it is. So here we are, 1st of June 2024, and I'm doing this thing. Now, before we actually get into the review, I will like to say this is going to be a hybrid review, in such that I'm not going to do the whole video in my usual sort of standard or my usual method of showing you, facing the camera and showing you the figure this way, which I would do normally. This figure, unfortunately, is so big, so cumbersome, so heavy, so complex, and he's got 4 alt modes, most of which involve parts forming to go from one to the other, that I've decided to do the alt mode section of the video sort of magic hand style. I'm not comfortable or used to doing magic hand style. My setup isn't particularly good, so the video you're about to see, I apologise if it's not very good, because I'm just not familiar or comfortable doing magic hand style videos. But I decided to show the alt mode section of the video in magic hand style with separate video clips that I filmed in the other room. And so let's get into that, shall we? So the first alt mode I'm going to show is the base mode, because let's face it, it's the least popular or iconic alt mode that this figure can do. So with that said, let's get into this review with the first section. Right, so yes, I'm not used to doing hands-free reviews from behind the camera. But this is a hybrid video, like I said, because this figure's so big and there's so much going on with it. I decided to record the alt modes in magic hand style. So here he is in the least iconic mode, so to speak, out of the 3 alt modes that he's got. I mean, obviously, a lot of people have been whinging and moaning. Oh, Tidal Wave never had a base mode. Why has he got one? Blah blah blah. Oh, it looks a load of rubbish. Blah blah blah. I can understand people's complaints, and they're valid. The complaints that people have had over this thing. But my point is that I reckon the reason why this guy has a base mode, I mean, apart from the fact he's got the parts forming pieces, like with this here, that there, and these bits here. Those are the add-on parts for Legacy Megatron to turn him into Burning Megatron, but you just plug them on to his base mode to make it look bigger. I mean, he's basically lying on his back. I mean, here's his legs, spread eagled. Got his arms folded up. His chest plate's been brought up and twizzled round, and there's a base. You have to parts form the gun turrets. You have to put the gun turrets on here. Again, because they're peg pieces, they will rotate, and the gun barrels will go up and down. Not much more you can say about it really in base mode. I mean, I don't mind the base mode, and my point is with this thing is that because it's a Titan class figure, and it's got that Titan class price point of like £200+ or dollars or whatever currency you're using. Then in order to justify the price, because in robot mode he doesn't quite measure up against some of the other Titan classes, they've thrown in this extra mode as a Brucey bonus, to justify the price point. And that's basically my thing on it. He does have wheels. He does roll backwards and forwards. Got little wheels underneath. not much more you can say about the base. As for what figures will work with it, I mean, let's just turn it round so you can see it all the way round. So yeah, there you go. You know, it's a base. It's a thing. You know, he's got a base mode. The original toy doesn't do it. This guy has it, like I said, because they're trying to justify the Titan class price point. But there it is, the least iconic or least desirable of his alt modes, the base mode. There's not much more you can say about it. Okay, so that's this section of the review done. Right, so let's prep him for the next alt mode. So first of all, take off the extra pieces that you don't need. I mean, they have like little pegs that fold out, so you can plug them onto various things. And take those bits off. Like so. And then obviously the gun turrets got to be moved off there and put onto here. Now the legs, and pull that off, and then you open this up, straighten that out, and then fold that up into there to form part of one of his other alt modes. Come on. Okay, again, flip it open, straighten that out, put that in, and then shut that up, and then these two things go together. Like so. And then these bits, they sort of clip in. Yeah, they just plug in under there. Now I've got that the wrong way around. There we go. And there's the first of the alt modes, the hovercraft. Then pull the arms off. Then this thing, unplug it, straighten it, twizzle it round. Well, no, twizzle it round. Fold the thighs in. Bring that back. Fold these round, and then you just take the gun turrets off here. Plug them into here, and there's the second part, and then finally the aircraft carrier. Straighten that, and then you get these pieces, these extra pieces. Get these bits that sort of fold up, like so. Fold that bit round, and then that plugs onto there, and then you fold that bit round, and that plugs onto there. Oh yeah, there's a little tab sticking out. You just got to push that away, and then that will and then these two things plug together. Now straighten that up. Right, and then you just got to get this thing's really stiff, the conning tower for the aircraft carrier. And there we go. So here we have the Dark Fleet. So you've got the aircraft carrier, You've got the battleship, or catamaran battleship, and then the assault, or the hover carrier, or whatever it's called, the hovercraft. And so there's the three alt modes, and they all have wheels. They all roll. Sorry, I'm not in shot because I'm not used to recording like this. So there we go. That's the obviously you've got the guns on the battleship. They turn around. They're pegged on, so you can just turn them around, angle them up and down. The smaller gun turrets do rotate, but some of them are like really stiff. Like this one here is jammed. I can't really move it. The other vehicles, well, not much you can say about it really. The aircraft carrier is an aircraft carrier. It's a flight deck. You know, it's kind of cool. And the hover carrier, again, pretty cool. So there's not much more you can say about it. It's his dark fleet. It's a fleet of ships, but there we go. That's that bit done. Right, for his other alt modes, the I don't know what you'd call it. His super carrier or hover carrier or battle carrier. What do you call his combined ship mode? Basically, so this thing, you I can't remember. No, you don't do that, right? Okay. So yeah, so you don't really do much to this. You then get the battleship. Take these bits. You have to flip this up to begin with, and then you sort of fold them back like that. Then you've got to plug the carrier in. There's some pegs on the side. There's like a peg there and a peg there, and that plugs in to this, right like that. When you fold that in, you've got to slot his head in to here. And then you plug that on, and then you've got to push this down. There's two little pegs in here, two little pegs, and when you push this down, that locks that in. Got to make sure it's lined up, and then that locks the front part of the ship in. Then you've got to get these bits and separate them. Now there's a little thing you've got to fold out. There's a little piece here you've got to fold out. And on the back of the ship, you can see there's a slot and a peg and a port, and they line up with some bits on here. Well, there's a pin. So, and also there's a little slot in the front, so you sort of slot that into the front there, and then you line everything up, and then you push it all in. That's one side done, and then the other side, same thing. You pull out this little square tab thing, then you line it up and put it on, and there is his sort of third alt mode, the super carrier. So again, it's got wheels, it does roll backwards and forwards. The gun turrets on top again can angle and turn. That's good. Obviously, you know, it is a thing. You know, it's another iconic alt mode of Tidal Wave, because he had his individual ships, and then you have the his combined ship, which was it was a flying battle carrier type thing in the show, and he does that as well. So that's really cool. That's all the alt modes covered. I think there's not much more I can say about it. You know, it's just, you know, you put them all 3 of them together and they all plug in reasonably well, and it's relatively solid. But I mean, this guy's got a lot of weight, a lot of weight, and so there's a lot of plastic in this thing. So that's my look at the alt modes for Tidal Wave, and now we're going to move on to the robot mode. Right, so I'm going to break this guy down for the robot mode. Pull these off first, form the legs. So you fold that bit up, fold that up, fold that back, bring that in. You then open this piece here, bring out the thigh and shut that up. There's one leg. Do the same to the other leg. Yeah, some of the bits, the peg-on bits, do pop off if you're not careful. So open that up, bring out the thigh, shut that up, fold that up, fold that up, fold that up, fold that in, and there we've got 2 legs. Then coming on to the carrier section, unplug, come on, unplug that, put that off to one side. This piece, you angle his turrets, you lift this torso section up, spin it round, and leave it out for a moment. Grab the thighs, bring them round. Then you can bring this section down, plug it into place. You then got the boat holes. You bring them round, and then obviously there's a clip and a port, so you bring that round. Getting the double ratcheted joints to line up properly can be a bit tricky. There's that, turn his head round. That's the torso done. And then the this thing, the aircraft carrier, pull it apart, stow that away, rotate this piece round to the front, and then you've got to get this piece, fold that round to form his fingers, and then bring the arm joint out, and there's an arm. Same again with this one, fold that in, bring that out, twizzle that round, spin that round, and then we've got an arm. So we've now got pieces to make a tidal wave. So let's go back into the other room to do that section. Right, here we are back again. Right, so I've gone through all the alt modes, starting with the base mode, then going to the Dark Fleet, then the combined ship, and finally I separated Tidal Wave into his various body parts so that I can come back in here and film the rest of the review showing the robot mode in my usual review style. So what we've got his torso. We've got his arms, and we've got the legs. So let's start putting him together. So obviously you get the torso and you get the legs, and there's little slots, so you just slot that in like that, and then you get the other one, and it just slots in like that. And there's his legs, and then the arms. Make sure you get the right arm. So you've got the square port on the side and this peg here. So you just plug that in like so, and there's an arm. And then on the other side, same thing, port, peg, slot it in, and there we go. And there we have the completed Tidal Wave in his robot mode, and he's he's a big heavy boy. Now I want to do this a quick size comparison. Obviously, being a Titan class, he's big because he's a Titan class figure. I do have quite a lot of Titan class figures in my collection, but most of them are up in the loft. Fortunately, I have the last Titan class figure they did as a size comparison. So if I can just pick her up. Yep, so I got Nemesis. So here he is next to Nemesis. So well, you can see face to face, Nemesis is probably about a head taller, maybe, but Nemesis obviously has got these big shoulder towers sticking up above. So yeah, so there's a size comparison with another Titan class figure. And yeah, so he, like I said, he's not a full-size Titan. He's not like a full 2-foot Titan. He's about, I think, 19 inches in height. But he is big. He is chunky. He is heavy. He's mostly solid, apart from obviously this space in the back where this this extra add-on piece goes for sort of the burning Megatron mode. But yeah, he's quite the thing. So we've got the iconic head sculpt. I mean, let's go for the articulation. He's got a head rotation. He also has. You can also look upwards, though. Why would Tidal Wave want to look upwards? Because he's a Titan, and there's not much that's above his gaze. You know, it's amazing head sculpt. He's got that big, thick, sort of chin that almost looks like a beard. He's got a very chunky face. He's got the head crest, and very, very cool head sculpt. You've got the gun turrets on his chest, which obviously they're pegged on, but they you can rotate them round any which way you want. So that's cool. The arms. Now, so the arms go up to there. It might. Oh, I can go a little bit further. So yeah, the arms go up to there, and then it goes all the way round. You could say he's got a bit of. Oh, well, actually that one plugs it. Hang on. So you've got. You've got bicep swivel, and you've got an elbow that goes a little over 90 degrees. The hands, he's got a bit of a twist on his thumb, and you can bend in on the forefingers. So yeah, it's got a little bit of articulation there, but it's not a complete hand because it's made up out of parts. So there's that. It has got a waist joint, though you have to lift up the flaps front and rear. So it has got a waist, and as you can see, it's very loud and squeaky. Then you've got his leg goes forward, but it hits this this thing here. If you flip that up, it will go all the way back. A beautiful spread, or Jean-Claude Van Damme toes up. He can do that. Got 5 swivels, 90-degree knee bend, and then you've got the feet. Got an ankle rocker, and then you got a little bit of toe movement due to transformation, like toe down, heel down. So you got a little bit of articulation on the legs. So there we go. There he is, showing off his articulation. He's quite articulated. Like I said, he's big, chunky. You can hear those heavy-duty ratchets, you know, working away. He's very, very solid. There's nothing really loose. Some of the parts on the arms, that like these bits, they are pegged on and they do come off, because these are parts also form part of the burning Megatron mode, which I will show you in a moment. But yeah, he's a good figure. He's, like I said, he's very big, very solid. Obviously all the greys and purples and a bit of silver. Very, very cool. Very, very imposing figure. So right, so next, the one last thing to show you is the parts you add onto this guy to make burning Megatron. So I've already got the this piece off. There's these pieces here on the arms. These bits here that you bring off. So you got these bits which you straighten up, flip those round. Come on. Right, so you pop them together. Form that piece. Then you've got the there's some other pieces on the legs. So you've got these bits that you pull off like so. And then this piece over here, pull that off. And then there's another piece inside here that you pull out. That piece there. And there's another one over here. Inside here. Just turn that round. You see it inside here, look. So there's that piece that's inside here. So you just take that out of there. And that's Tidal Wave stripped of all his parts, upgrade parts for Megatron. Now, obviously the Megatron figure, you configure it with his cannon at the front. You get these pieces, plug them onto the bottom of his feet. You straighten these bits out. Like so, and then that goes on his arm, like so. And then you've got this piece here, you've got a peg that folds out. And that goes on his arm. And then finally, you got these bits that go on the back. So there's little pegs there, and peg here. So you just peg them into the back of his shoulders, like so. There's ports in the back of his shoulders that you peg them in. And so there, there's Burning Megatron. Yeah, it's a thing. Problem we've got is the weight of the plastic. Just his arms just flop down because these shoulders just cannot support the weight. You can bring your shoulders up, but they just flop around because the weight of these plastic pieces is too much. It's too much for him. But you know, at least it does it. At least, you know, they worked in a way to do the Burning Megatron, because obviously the size difference between, you know, the parts of the original figure and then this guy is like, you know, it's massive, a massive size difference. It's a bit silly, but I've actually got the original one, the original Burning, or a version of the original Burning Megatron set up over here. So I've got my original Armada Megatron and my Energon Tidal Wave set up to form the original Burning Megatron. Again, this thing's outrageous as well. So incongruous. So many bits just hanging off. This one's obviously got lights and sounds. And then you put him next to the new one. I mean, it's a crazy, crazy, crazy thing. But at least they did it. That's just one thing I can say, that they actually went overboard and they did this. They didn't need to, but they did. They found out a way to combine, you know, Tidal Waves parts with you know, Legacy Megatron or Galvatron when he comes out, to form Burning Megatron, Burning Galvatron. So yeah, that is that. Before I go, there's one more thing I want to do, and I'm quickly going to have to pull this guy apart. So I want to do a quick size comparison between the original Tidal Wave mould and the new one. So if you just give me a moment. Right, so there's the original mould of Tidal Wave, and here's the new one. So there's another final size comparison with the original Tidal Wave mould, which I'll bring it forwards. They can sort of match up, but yeah, he's very big, this guy. But you know, the original Tidal Wave mould is a great figure in itself. It's pretty damn cool. But this new one, it's really good. It's really good. I really like it. You know, I was fortunate enough to get it for well, I bought it from Comics and Cocktails. I pre-ordered it from them, and like I said earlier this month, well, I did I pre-ordered it back in January. After that, I think there was a live stream, you know, Hasbro Pulse live stream, where they said the pre-orders were going live, so I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it from Comics and Cocktails because they were doing it for like 189.99 or 190 quid, so sub 200. I did a pre-order deposit on it, and then earlier this month, you know, the email notification came through for the well, actually it was last month now, because this is this video is going out on June the 1st. So you know, back in middle of last month, middle of May, I got the notification to say that, you know, they wanted the balance payment of 171 quid, but I paid it, went massively over budget, but I finally got him. I finally got me Legacy United Tidal Wave. He's a big boy. You know, he's very solid. A lot going on. He's got a lot of features, a lot of play pattern going on. He's really good. And yeah, is he better? Is he a good Titan? Yeah, he's pretty good. Is he better than the others? I don't know. I can't really rate them in order of preference. I do like Triptychon. I mean, Nemesis is pretty damn good as well. This guy is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's a Titan. It's a big ass heavy robot, and yeah, I'm glad that they actually we got an update of Tidal Wave in the Legacy line. That's pretty cool. So that's it. That's my review of this, for better or for worse. It's probably a bit of a clusterfuck, to be honest. You guys watching this probably probably think I didn't really do the guy justice. I'm sorry, but this is just the way I roll. I'm not expecting this video to do big numbers because no official reviews never do. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I've been TFI Wilderness. I'll catch you all next time. Ta-da.